Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? And it's the weekend, yeah! Right, okay, cards on the table before we go any further. This map has something very much in common with the map that I've just started making on a Monday on my Let's Play. It's designed to be used with the Tides mod from TPB. So, the cards on the table, I'm not copying this map, it was already in the process before. So, anyway, right. This particular map doesn't lend itself to be reviewed in the normal manner, so I've recorded the second part of this show as a pre-recording. Hopefully you won't even notice the link if I can get this just about right. Oh, damn it, I've already told you. Damn it. So, today's map is Tides Map Gezeiten, oh bless you, by Don Giello. Gezeiten apparently is German for tides, so that's going to make it really helpful for German speakers to find it on the workshop. Well done, Don. The start square is about as interesting as the loading screen thumbnail. I think we can agree on that one. And here's your resources. Now next up we've got the Steam Workshop. Take a special note of the thumbnails. We'll be looking specifically at them for a few moments. Beautiful detailing, I mean really beautiful detailing. Then we've got the top down of the map, which shows we're not missing anything. It's reassuring. And then more beautiful detailing. Let's have a, you might want to pause it to have a look at the texturing of the sand here. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. We need the Tides mod, and there's a specific theme. 81 tiles is recommended, and so forth. I'm sure you can do your background work there. So as I said before, this doesn't lend itself to my normal style of review, so we're going to start with the asset and theme reviews, and then go in with a pre-recorded section, and hopefully you won't even notice that I've cut and pasted, and oh, what? What do you mean you will notice? Because I've told you. I know you will notice. Anyway, Equinox Estates by Isdraken is today's quirky asset of the day. It falls into quirky because I don't really understand it. Well, first of all, I'm not even sure this little slightly off-coloured rectangle at the front, is that the front door? Or is a double white block the front door? I don't know exactly. It's odd. It's an odd little building. I don't think it's necessarily well rendered, but hey. Now, Isdraken... We've seen their work before. Back in episode 91, they did the Star Trek Museum. Do you remember that? Yeah, well, it's the same guy. It's the same guy. And it's quirky. It's great. I mean, the Star Trek Museum was the quirky asset, and this Draken does seem to like their quirky-ish assets. And, well, here we are today, looking at another one, with me filling time, talking about things. You know, I could start doing the factoids right now. Right now! I could open up my book and do some factoids. But no, I'm going to wait a few more seconds because Equinox Estates by Isdraken deserves my full attention. And full attention it's got. And now I can open my book. And it's the Autumn theme by FSF Ranger with Hot Desert LUTs. The final time we'll see this week. And quite like both the theme and the LUT, if I'm honest with you. Well done, guys, for creating those. Right, factoids time. No, I'm not flicking the book again. I'm not doing it again. Scientists report... Oh, by the way, unsavoury today. I think we can agree on both these factoids. Scientists report that 15% of people chew their toenails in secret. Now, we have discussed my toenails before, and I'm not going to tell you whether I'm a secret toenail chewer. Okay, in Georgian England, where I'm from... well, I'm not from Georgian England, no, forget it. A gentleman used to eat animal testicles, believing they were aphrodisiacs, and the most sought after were lion's testicles. So, that's good information. Good information. If you've got any lion's testicles lying around, send them to me. It'll make me far more virile than I am today. Oh no, I'm not Georgian. Maybe that doesn't work. Okay, and then on with, this thing. Ready for the unsavoury cut? Here it comes, 3, 2, 1, and over to me. So, welcome to the Tides map. Now, my first instinct is, wow, I love the design. You may notice a little bit of water fun going on up here, amongst these islands, these little floodplains here. Little tidal wave going on there. Ignore that. Okay. Well, while it's doing that, let's just have a quick look at the sand texture behind where it's wet. Okay. Just remember that. You might need to come back and reference that in a minute. Yeah, don't worry about the fact that we've got a bit of tidal wave going on. That was me playing with the map settings earlier, trying to work out what we've got to do to get these tides to work accurately, or as perhaps they're designed. We'll get to that in a minute. So my first instinct is, wow, what a design. Love the design. As you probably know, if you've been watching my spin-off series and whatever, I have started a new map build, and it is based around the Tides mod. I'll be doing 2 versions of the map. One is a Tides map, and one will be a non-Tides map, so you can play vanilla, or a non-mod, whichever. This is very much a map for the Tides. Otherwise it wouldn't be called Tides map, and it's very sold as that. Let's have a look at the detailing, and in terms of trees and rocks. Not a thing going on here. And on the main island, not a thing going on over here either. Now, we saw the thumbnails, and the thumbnails were glorious. There was one main thumbnail that showed the map completely blank, which tells me that, because I was concerned that the trees etc hadn't loaded, but the thumbnail does actually show the map exactly like this. So I'm pretty sure that this is by design. And then the other thumbnails is the creators showing what they can do, and this was in their own city build, creating something really lush and beautiful. Well done you. Well done you. Thanks for not sharing. Thanks for not sharing a map that's got detailing on it. Blank canvas. Yes, there's something to be said for the blank canvas. But we've all got the map editor. We could just put down a blob and work around it. Okay, this is a nicely designed blob. But anyway, blank canvas. Very much so. Well, let's look at the important stuff before we go any further. And that is the shipping routes. Let's do the shipping routes. Clunk. And there are none. You would expect on a map based around being an island that the creator would have put in at least a shipping route, at the very least. Now, they do put in the description that we should put in our own shipping routes using the Any Outside Connections mod. Well, thank you very much for that. It wouldn't have cost much time for you to put in one shipping route up this channel here, off to the edge of the map, and another shipping route down this side of the map, and around there, and off the edge of the map there. That's the very least you could have done. Okay, next thing is we'll have a look at the corners of the map, because the edge fog, once we switch that off, we can see the corners of the map. There is one connection. Don't get too excited, guys. Do not get too excited. It's not that corner. I bet you it's not this corner either, is it? Is this corner? Oh, 2 out of 3. Okay, this corner over here. This, get ready, guys. Are you excited? Are you excited? There it is. See the way it pops in? Oh, there it is. One little bridge highway piece in the corner there. That's no use to anybody. We'll ignore that. In fact, what we'll do is we'll switch the fog back on, shall we? Because there's nothing to see. Nothing to see here, guys. And so, basically, all we have is this island-shaped mass with floodplains and the Tides mod, which we are now going to switch on. The problem is it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Because what you would expect is at high tide, okay, at high tide, all of these floodplains are going to be covered up, and it will come up to within a few yards of here. Yeah? Does that make sense to you? That's where the tide's going to come into, roughly about where that notch is in the middle of the screen there. That to me makes sense for a high tide mark. A low tide mark, maybe down here, maybe a bit lower. Now, yes, I did a tides tutorial. I understand the tides. I understand the tides mod. I get it. Let's do this. We're so excited about this. Shut up. Okay, tides. I've lost it again. There it is, down the bottom. Now, we're going to put the speed up high, just so we can see things happening. And we're going to leave the range at 5 just for this first one. Now I know the speed 5 is a way of creating tidal waves, whatever, but we do want to actually see this in motion. We haven't got all day for this review. So we've set that now. If I come down to about here, and we can just watch the tide coming in and out, set the clock on high speed, and we're off. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here it comes. Tide's coming in. Tide's coming in. Tide's coming in. Tide's coming in. Here, tide's going out. Tide's going out. Tide's going out. Okay, so the range isn't right. We need to set the range higher, do you think? Well, let's do that then. Yeah? Options. Move the range right up to the maximum. Got to flood everything, BonBon. Oh, maybe we do. There's not much to flood. Don't worry. We won't be drowning any trees on this map. Right, tide's coming in. Tide's coming in. Here it comes. Here it comes. Hit. Oh, it's going out again. Come on. Come on. Don't flood my island. Don't flood my island. Tide's coming in again. Here it comes. Here it comes again. Where is it? Come on. Come on in. Come on. Yes. Well, basically, is that actually coming in and out? Doesn't seem to be moving, does it? Let me just check that. Options. Disable tides. Re-enable tides. There it is. Okay, go. Ah. Did I disable the tides? Was I being a numpty? Right, so now it's going out. This is more like it. And now it's coming back in again. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. No. Now we've got this looks like a high tide mark about here, yeah? Well, that's no good to us. Let's slow things down again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the water level, the sea level, and I'm just going to move it up to just above where we really ideally want it to be. Come on, a little higher, come on. Come on, let's get that water level, let's get that sea level right up to there. Come on, I'm not asking much. Oh look, there we go, there it is. Now, these are the islands. This is more like it, yes? Now, worst case scenario is we flood the islands. Promise you that's not going to happen. Options. Tides. Tides are enabled. Oh, that's handy. That is handy. Come on then. Now the tide's going out. The tide is going out. This is good. Are you ready? There it goes. Oh, this is looking good. Yes. This is looking very nice indeed. Oh, I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. Okay, that's low tide. Are we at low tide yet? No, the tide is still going out. Okay, this is okay. Good. Good, 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 good. Low tide is roughly now. This is what's causing the tidal waves, by the way, guys, now. And tide is coming back in. Here it comes. Oh ho ho ho. All we need to do is just see it get right back up to the high tide mark. Here it comes. It's filling in. It's filling in. It's filling in. It's going back out. You see that? High tide mark stopped right there. Oh, speed that up. So, now even with almost setting, well, we've set the tide level way too high, and the best we're getting for a high tide mark is that. So, what we have is a map built around tides that doesn't really work for tides. I apologise for all these tidal waves now. This is because the water pushing in from the side of the map, and it's partly covered over here, and it's a bit of a muddle. It's not really designed to be set on these high settings. So, but we've got high settings, and we're just rolling with them. I don't care. I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed. Aesthetically, I liked the design of the islands. That's about all I can say about it, really. I liked the design of the islands. I'm going to give it an extra star for the island design, and so we're going to give that 2 stars. Detailing, there really isn't any detailing, apart from the fact that the islands are designed nicely. I can't really give an extra star for detailing for the island design when we've already given the extra star for the aesthetics. The fact that it just doesn't work doesn't help the matter at all, so just the 1 star for detail. Gameplay potential? Well, the intention of the map is to be a tides map, and it doesn't really work as a tides map. There's no shipping routes, no outside connections, and I haven't shown you, but the water flow is virtually non-existent as well. So, all told, I can't really go higher than a 1 on that. Now, if you're a detailer, and you like detailing, and you like a blank canvas, this is probably a very nice map for you. And you can give it 5 stars for that. But as a playable map, from a vanilla-y kind of like, oh, I'm going to try out the Tides mod point of view, I think it's a fail. So I'm just giving the 1 star for the gameplay. So that's today's map. I'm very, very sad, I'm afraid. Very sad by today's map. And they'll be better on Monday, I'm sure. Well, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Don't forget to join me tomorrow for another map in the What Maps. No, tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow will be a tutorial. I think it's one that you're going to improve of as well. And then Monday will be back to more What Map. And anyway, have a great weekend. Look after yourselves. Don't get drowned in those tides and the choppy waters. And I'll see you very, very soon.